Let's practice a proof of similar triangles. In this proof of similar triangles, we are going to be following the typical geometry proof method, where we are given a diagram along with some preliminary information and directions about what we're going to prove. And in this example, we're going to want to prove that triangle BFE is similar to triangle CFD. Now we're going to want to prove these two triangles similar according to the angle-angle theorem. Now this is the theorem that I had reviewed in the Prezi, and it says that to prove two triangles similar, we need to find two pairs of corresponding congruent angles. So when we're going to be going about writing our proof, our steps are going to be, we're going to want to find first one pair of congruent angles. We're going to then want to find a second pair of congruent angles, and we're going to want to conclude our proof by saying that the two triangles are similar by that angle-angle method. So now let's start by looking at the given information before we even start to write our proof. So our given information says that angle CDF is congruent or equal to angle BEF. So to show that these two angles are congruent, I'm going to mark them congruent by putting a little star shape in each one of those corners. So I'm going to put it in corner D right here. And I'm going to put it in corner E. The given information showed us that we have a pair of congruent angles. But we also need to make sure that these angles are corresponding. So let's look at our angles. We have angle CDF. Now in this second triangle, angle D is in the last position. Let's make sure that corresponds with angle BEF. And you can see that angle E is also in the last position of the other triangle. Thus, these two angles are corresponding. So we have a pair of congruent corresponding angles. So now let's start our proof. Now to start our proof, we're going to use the T-chart model. Up at the top of our proof, like any geometry proof, we're going to want to have our first column that says statement and our second column that says reason. Now our first statement is going to be that we found a pair of congruent angles. So we're going to write angle CDF is equal to angle BEF. And that reason is going to be just the mere fact that this information was given. So our reason is just going to be that information was given. So now this is how we're going to start up our proof using the given information. Since we first have one pair of congruent corresponding angles, we only need to find a second pair to prove these two triangles are similar.